Complaints against you, ma'am, numbered 07-4HCI-2412, allege operating a motor vehicle with your license suspended, subsequent offense. Operating a motor vehicle with your license revoked for being a habitual traffic offender. Operating a motor vehicle with your registration suspended, uninsured motor vehicle, unregistered motor vehicle. Complaints number 07-4HCI-2544, allege operating a motor vehicle with your license revoked as being a habitual traffic offender. Uninsured motor vehicle, number plate violation to conceal.
All right. Ma'am, I'm entering pleas of not guilty. I understand you do qualify for court-appointed counsel. Do you want me to appoint Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Yes, all right. I'm going to assess $150 toward that representation on docket number 072412. And that will also cover I'm entering a plea of not guilty on docket number 2007-2544 and appointing Attorney Erickson to represent you. Then I gather we have some probation matters. Are they monies?
We do know, Your Honor. This is, she's been in default status for a few years now.
Right.
Also already suspended.
And is there any request for...
There is for detention.
All right, there is a request for detention. Okay. So these get filed. Is there a request for bail?
There is not, Your Honor. Bail warrant is only.
So why don't we deal with the new offenses where there'll be and no operating a motor vehicle while your these cases are pending, ma'am.
I don't drive anymore, so that's why
Okay, we'll see. We'll get to that on the issue because the probation matter they're requesting detention. So, well, we're going to wait till we're moving on. The clerk has to make some entries, and then we'll.
I'm all set, Judge.
Oh, okay. Well, here it is. All right. So, what's the probable cause? Are these new offenses and non-reporting the violation?
Yes, Your Honor. The non-reporting is that she's essentially been missing since 2008 when surrender notices initially went out for these offenses here. She did know about the offenses even though they had gone to an address that she had not, the last known address that she was not at. She did later on have communication with her probation officer, Elizabeth McCarthy, who did verbally tell her of the presence of the warrants and asked her to come in. She said she was coming in and never did.
Okay, and you want detention for that reason?
For that reason, and the fact is that she's just continually, since she was put on probation, she originally was put on July of 2006, and shortly thereafter, she incurred some new operating suspendeds that she was...
out of this court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has she had any since 2007?
These that are pending, no. The ones that she was found in violation previously for occurred in September of 2006. She was found to be in violation of probation, but she was reprobated with 60-day suspended sentence. Those docket 06-1406 and 06-1227 were subsequently terminated. I'm not sure how, Your Honor, but they were terminated.
What's happened since anything on her record since 2007?
No, these no new charges that have been
Yeah, I'd say 2007. So why do you seem? Well, let me find out where she's been.
the hospital.
Let Mr. Erickson.
Her sister is here. Apparently she was in a serious fire. She lost her husband. She does have 3 minor children. With her family, she's able to care for her children. Her sister is very supportive of her. She did need she had some criminal involvement, prior to this fire. She's leading a relatively secluded life.
Could I see her record, please? All right. And is a sister? What's her? Do we have a good address for her now? Jersey Street in Pepperell.
I can speak to this.
Wait, let me just see what her address is. And would you swear in this person?
Yeah. Can you step forward, ma'am? Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will cause now and here should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
First of all, could you identify yourself, ma'am?
My name is Deanie Healy Leblanc, and I'm her sister.
Yeah.
She was in a fire in Shirley.
When?
December 6, 2009. She barely survived. She had 65% of her body burn. She has had 40 operations since then. I would say, I can save the court a lot of time. Patricia did not lead a typical life like I lead, a law-abiding citizen, up until this fire, but she's certainly had an epiphany since then.
Where's she living now?
She's living in 10 Jersey Street. I pay all of her bills. I am her health care proxy.
Okay.
I take care of everything. I take full responsibility.
Okay.
She'd be
So,
here.
I didn't know about any of this.
Did you? No, I have not, Your Honor. However, there are notes in here from the previous chief that he had previous conversations with a sister. I assume it's the same sister. And
The chief of who?
probation.
No, I've had no conversation with the chief of probation.
It indicates there's a message to call defendant's sister, call the sister.
Well, she has 6 sisters.
Wait,
then it
ma'am.
could have been a different one.
Could have been a different sister. We're trying to be helpful.
I know,
okay?
I know.
But we have responsibilities,
I know.
all right? So, and I understand that you've been here. Well, how did Ms. LeBlanc get picked up, Mr. Erickson?
I believe there was a 911 call.
Yeah, their dog was taken by a neighbor, and so her daughter was over confronting the neighbor to get the dog back, and she came in and she was upset because the guy yelled at her. I subsequently,
Who was upset, her daughter or her?
her daughter
Yeah.
was upset, so she called the police to say that they've got her dog. The police actually did get the dog and bring the dog back, and the person did have a confrontation with her. So that then brought up these old warrants, of which, I have spent 2 years recreating her life, and I did not know about any of these warrants, and had any probation officer or anybody contacted me, I surely would have dealt with this.
I'm sure you would have, but it's not your responsibility. I can see, ma'am, you've had some tragedy in your life, and I'm sorry for that. But that doesn't mean you don't still have your responsibilities to confront, okay? Based upon what I've heard, I am going to release you. Actually, I'm going to release you, Karen, custody of your sister. And what is your name, ma'am?
Deanie Healy Coffin.
And the condition is that you not drive.
She doesn't drive.
I just
I
am
know
saying
you're
you don't drive, okay? And there will be a probation surrender final hearing. What's a good date for you, Mr. Erickson, and with the family, perhaps? It might be a good idea that it's a date when Miss Coffin, Healy Coffin or Coffin?
Healy Coffin.
Healy Coffin can be.
Coffin.
The casket.
Could we have September 7th? It's a Wednesday. Is that okay? I don't know if school is beginning.
I own a business in Cambridge, so I work full-time, so it doesn't make any difference any day I have to take off, so whatever's convenient for you.
Why don't we go with September 7th?
September 7th. That would be, I think, the day after Labor Day. Is that a Monday?
Oh, actually, I won't be, that's,
Yeah, it's the beginning of
It's
the...
Wednesday, all right. That's Wednesday the 7th. So that's not a good day for Miss.
can you do it the
How
following?
about August 26th?
How's that?
That will work.
All right, that's Friday, August 26th. Ma'am, you understand I'm releasing you on personal recognizance on these cases from 2007. The clerk's going to give you some advisories that you commit a new offense while out on bail. You can be held up to 60 days without bail. On your probation surrender matters, I'm going to not hold you, but I have found probable cause for violation.
That's for final hearing.
Yes. Sure we can work it out. And it may be a good idea for everybody to sit down and meet.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Okay, all these matters stand continued until August 26, 2011, pre-trial hearing and final violation of probation hearing.
It's not to drive.
You're not to drive. On the probation matters, probable cause had been found to believe the alleged violations of probation have occurred. However, you're not held. You're released into the custody of your sister. And Attorney Erickson's been appointed on all matters. And there's a $150 fee assessed on docket number 0748CR2412. Those monies are due on or before August 26th, and you will need to check into both the cashier's office to arrange your payment of the $150, and I guess she also needs some documents from the clerk's office, so she'll have to go there as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you all for waiting till after 1 o'clock. I appreciate it.
I just have more, there's
Oh.
no here on this.